And a good morning, everyone. Glad you can join us here for the show today, this Saturday. I'm your host, Randall White, and we are coming to you live from downtown historic San Luis Obispo, right in the heart of all of the action, bringing you as much current information as possible. We put this show together right up to the last minute so we can give you good information and so that you can enjoy life in a healthy, fun, and sustainable manner. That's important to us. This hour of the show is dictated, I should say, by something we call a compass word. It's essentially a word that inspires us to explore foods, beverages, and locations we might not otherwise find, and each week it'll be a different word. If you have a word suggestion, feel free to send it to us via Twitter or Facebook or even email. It's radio@eatdrinkexplore.com. But this week's word we came up all on our own, and it's called bubble.
How did you ever come up with that, Randall?
Well, sometimes there's a guest that I want. The funny thing is in this case, we don't even have that segment. But I had read about the fine wine bubble sort of crashing. People that were investing in the fine wine in fine wines are finding the prices dropping dramatically.
Okay.
And so I thought, okay, bubble, you could really tie in a lot of things using the word bubble.
I love the compass word concept.
Yes,
love it.
And we have it for a television show that is in production right now as well, so stay tuned for that. We thought we'd tie the radio show and the television show together with the compass word. She's Patty Pyburn, by the way, and I'll be talking to you in just a moment, Patty. Right now, I'm going to tell you that straight ahead, based on the word bubble, we will sink our teeth into some sourdough bread made by one of the largest artisan bakeries in the Bay Area, learn some of the secrets of baking and how bubbles play a crucial role. Also, we're headed to a national park where bubbles make up a number of major attractions, including mountains, ponds, and trails. Plus, you can't talk bubbles, right, without mentioning champagne. And Patty, you'll like this. We're introducing you to a woman in New York who has coined the champagne diet. All right.
Love it.
We will also explain how sparkling wines are called by various names depending on where they're made. But first, we need to let you know that this hour of Eat, Drink, Explore Radio is brought to you by Kelly's at the Grill at Hunter Ranch Golf Course, the best-kept restaurant secret on the Central Coast. It's open 7 days a week for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, happy hour from 3 to 6, and dinner Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Their dinners are great, and you look out over the countryside. It's beautiful. Kelly's at the Grill at Hunter Ranch Golf Course, located on 46 East past Airport Road in Paso Robles. All right, Patty, it is time to talk a little bubble action. And when we talk bubbles, we're talking champagne,
the kind you consume. I love it.
But here's the thing. People throw around the term champagne.
I'm one of them.
But it really is only called champagne if it is made in Champagne, France.
Right.
The Champagne region of France. And so, a lot of people are like, oh, let's just call it champagne. But how would you feel, if something made in the United States is bourbon, okay? And it has to be made in the United States to be called bourbon. What if all of a sudden, like Australia and all these other places, I don't know why I picked on Australia, but, if these other countries are like, yeah, we're gonna
use bourbon too.
We're gonna make some whiskey using the right ingredients, and then we're just gonna call it bourbon. Well, then we'd be kind of mad, in the United States. So I'm a big one for wineries calling it sparkling wine if it's made here in the United States.
The term champagne, it's kind of like what we do with
Kleenex.
Xerox or Kleenex.
Yeah, right. She just pulled a tissue.
Pulled out the brand name becomes the name that we call, like TiVo. I still find myself saying I'm going to TiVo that, but I don't have TiVo really. I have a DVR.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not actually the TiVo brand.
It does. You're right. And I know that people in France have worked hard to make that not be the case, but it still is. So here are some sparkling wines from around the country and what they are called if they come from that region. If they come from Spain, where you probably had some of this, it's called
CAVA, and you had it at my house last week.
I did.
With the lemon sorbet.
It was delicious. Yeah. She made some homemade lemon sorbet and then floated that in some champagne. It was delicious.
In CAVA.
Oh, I'm sorry. See, I just did it. Yeah, in some CAVA. Okay, we've already said champagne from France, but that's just from the Champagne region of France. If it comes from other regions, it's called CREMANT, and then, like, for instance, Bordeaux.
I did not know that.
Right. So if it comes from a different region of France, then you say CREMANT de whatever that region
the region is. I love that's interesting. I had no clue. Okay, so again, I was lumping all French sparkling wines as champagne.
Yeah, no, just from that one region. And then if you get one from Portugal, it's called ESPUMANTE.
Oh, okay.
Or they probably say ESPUMANTE. And then Italy has several different things that they call their sparkling wine. A lot of people know of Prosecco, and that comes mainly from the Veneto region. They're all northern Italy. Almost all the sparkling wine in Italy come from the northern regions, I guess. There's also ASTI. We've always seen commercials for like ASTI Spumante, right? Okay.
Was that 80s? I totally remember
Total
those.
80s, yeah. Okay, that's the Piedmont region of Italy. And
Martini and Rossi ASTI Spumante. That's the commercial that just came into my head.
Oh, you're thinking Martini and Rossi on the rocks say yes?
Oh, maybe.
I would sing it right now, but I...
Okay, moving on.
Okay, and then there's one more, and I know I'm going to butcher this word, but it's FRANCIACORTA. FRANCIACORTA.
That sounds good.
And it is that's also northern Italy, and that's out of the Lombardy region. And then the Germans, of course, have their own, and it's SEKT. And of course, you have to like SEKT. That is the term they give to sparkling wines made in Germany that are of a better quality.
Like upper quality. Okay.
Upper quality, right. And so in Germany, they don't necessarily use all their grapes. All the grapes don't have to come from Germany in this case. They do a lot of importing from France and Italy and other large wine-growing regions, Spain.
Okay.
And then, of course, in California, Australia, South Africa, it's just simply called sparkling wine.
We don't get a fancy name?
You want to come up with one?
We need a fancy name.
Maybe we should challenge our listeners.
Yeah, give us a fancy name for our California or even our Central Coast sparkling wines.
Yeah, because we can really regionalize it the way they have in other areas of the world. So California certainly deserves its own, since we are the king winemakers in the country. Not to say that Oregon, Washington, and other portions of the United States don't make some outstanding wines.
Right.
They really do.
It's just a huge industry here in California. It has become a huge industry.
It is one of our top industries for sure. So, all right, Patty. So once again, the word bubble.
Bubbles. I love it. I love our word today, but I just love the compass word concept.
Yes. Well, people will become very comfortable with it, I hope, over the next several weeks. And just after the break, we are learning some of the secrets of making a great loaf of bread. Bubbles are among them, from one of the Bay Area's top artisan bakeries. Sourdough bread is just synonymous with the Bay Area, so we went to a great one up there. And then later in the show, we're talking champagne diet, and in this case, that's the name of the diet, champagne diet, not the sparkling wine diet. So we'll be talking that, and then we're taking you to a national park known for its bubbles. It might not be what you're thinking. You're listening to the Eat, Drink, Explore Radio Network. We're in San Luis Obispo this Saturday morning. I'm your host, Randall White, and we are back in just a moment.